Yeah. Welcome back to another episode of Victory Vibes. I'm your boy, Lever Evans Jr. I got my boy with me, 2-3 Drees. What's going on, my guy?
What up? What up, man?
Man, division round is over with, man. Let's start with a recap of our week, man. How was your week, man? You got something interesting, more interesting than last week?
I got a big week coming up. Sliding down to Philly for the annual tattoo convention. If y'all know about Blend Arts Tattoo Convention, they do one in damn near every city every weekend. This weekend is the biggest one. Is in Philly. That's where it started at in Philadelphia. So it's the biggest one. They got like 1,000 booths, man. They got everything there. Not just getting tattoos. They got uh booths you can learn, booths you get your license, booths that sell beard supply, booths that sell weed, booths that sell anything you looking for, you can find there. And they also got shows that go on throughout the whole day, man. So actually, it's like for the whole family fun, not just going there to get tattoos. You can meet all the celebrities that be out there, man, from all the different TV shows and stuff like that. It's a great time. I love going to Philly one because it's the biggest one, and that's my home city. But catch me there this weekend.
Let's get it, man. And they gonna have what the best tattoo artist in the East Coast, 2-3 Vine out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ron he be putting in that work, man. I be seeing his tattoos, man. I remember when he first started and shit, that shit be going hard.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers in detail,
honestly,
man.
if y'all see any like viral tattoos on the gram or some crazy shit, that person gonna be at the tattoo convention. So slide by and come meet them.
Let's make it happen, man. My week was pretty good. So I got back into the event photography shit, right? So I'm just working out the kinks. I'm just taking pictures and shit like that, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
dude that I know, he the security guard. He comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, you can't be taking pictures of women and shit and not show them the pictures and shit." So I was like, "Oh, for real? I ain't never think about that." So I turn around, I look, and all the women's kind of looking sad and shit like that. Because when you take a picture of a woman, you don't show them or don't see what they look like. They
Mm-hmm.
go straight to "I'm ugly." He ain't like the picture, so he just kept it moving. So I'm like, "Damn, let me go make my rounds again, take pictures and show everybody." I start showing everybody. Everybody start having smiles on their face. I got $100 tip. Everybody started asking me to send the photos. Like, man, how I can see these photos? And I was like, man. I pointed to the security guard, like, man, you might know something, man. I might have to take some pointers from you. You might know a little something and shit. Maybe some extra money for the night, man. But it was a great event. It was a Afro Beats
Mm-hmm.
event. Um, whereas we building something, man. We building something. I'm about to start doing live podcasts and stuff like that. Start trying to get into that. Start making some money somehow, some way, man. I talked to the bar owner and everything. So it was a good weekend for me, man. It was a good week, man. Plus it was playoff football, so you already know when it's football on, it's a good week.
Right, man, definitely
Man,
is. But Sunday wasn't as good as Saturday for me. But we get to that part later.
before we get started, man, make sure y'all sign up for Underdog Fantasy. Use code Vibration Check. Get your $100 match with an extra $10 every sign up. Helps us keep this channel going. And let's jump right into it, man. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. We're gonna start with the Chiefs beat the Bills, man. What's your first initial reaction?
I honestly thought that's the last game of the week. You gonna start with the last one? That's
I wanted to
the
start with the best one. That was the best one to me. Which one you want to start with?
yeah, yeah. We can start with that. But yeah, I definitely expected the Bills to win this game. They finally got a chance to meet the Chiefs at home. I thought this was the time for them to get over the hump. But as you can see, man, it came down to the end. A missed field goal could have been a chance to have it tied up, but it wasn't. And I don't know, man. A lot of people blaming Josh Allen because he only had like 180 yards and Diggs only had like 20 something yards. But I mean, when it was time to move with the ball, he started running with it and getting first downs, getting touchdowns. So I don't know who to put the blame on, but they can't get over that hump. So somebody got to take the blame.
I don't know what it is with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, but they ain't been on the same page for weeks. For weeks, I think 6 weeks he hasn't gone over 60 yards. I expected the Chiefs to win because I'm just not going against Andy Reid. You know what I'm saying? I lost too much money going against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, so I wasn't going against them in the first place. But it wasn't. I don't think it was Josh Allen's fault. Josh Allen was balling. I think the defense just
Mhm.
ain't get a stop, man. It was just, and then Stephon. I mean, not Stephon. Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. He dropped that pass, man. Motherfucking Josh Allen put that shit on the money, like a 60-yard pass. You see that pass?
And that's the reason why I didn't have a good weekend because that pass would have won me some money, but I didn't win any money on
You
Sunday.
lost.
So
You bet on the over on Josh Allen.
and Diggs,
I bet on the over. That was my only pick that didn't hit. I bet on
yeah,
the over for Josh Allen.
on Diggs too. So it was that pass right there where they got both. That
Facts. I was
pass
tight. I
right there
was
they
like,
got both.
damn, like man, he got to throw the ball somewhere. And then he was stuck at a certain amount of yards for like a quarter and a half. I was like, man, what's going on? They trying to run the ball, going 3 and out, and it's just like sometimes I just be thinking it's rigged. There ain't no way Josh Allen wasn't supposed to have at least 213 yards in that game and finish with
Right.
180. I'm like, that was supposed to be an easy bet, but it seemed like all the easy bets you end up losing.
Yo, honestly, listen. I don't know if you want to switch games yet or not, but it's another bet that fucking surprised me too this weekend.
What was it? We could switch.
It was the Bucks game. Baker Mayfield over under was 280. That shit never that high. I bet the under. This guy threw for 350.
Yo, I said the same. I didn't bet that, but I was like, man, watch if I bet the over, this motherfucker gonna go crazy. And he did too. He went crazy. I thought they was gonna pull it out, but I guess they didn't, man. But
it's
shout out to
over
Jared
under
Goff.
never that high at 280. I'm like, oh, they tripping. They put his over under that high.
It's crazy because I bet his over. I think his over was around the same one when he played us, and I bet the over. I hit that pick because our defense was trash. I was like, for some reason, watch Baker Mayfield just light our ass up. So I bet on the over and won that one. But yeah, Baker was hooping, but Baker do what Baker does. He threw the pick at the end. And that's suspected, man. He wasn't about to lead no game in a drive. Sometimes I'll be thinking, or most of the time I'll be thinking it's rigged because I can't see Baker winning the Super Bowl. I can't see him getting all the endorsements, even though he got endorsements and stuff like that. I can't see him in that light.
Every commercial.
Facts. But for some reason, I just don't see him winning the Super Bowl. I want to see Baltimore and Detroit in the Super Bowl. I would like to see that because I want Lamar to win the whole thing. But I was proud of Jared Goff, man. Jared Goff and Carson Wentz was the original Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. The way that duo was, that's how they used to go at it. Back when, even going back to when Carson Wentz tore his ACL, that game was a crazy game when they played the Rams. So I thought they was going to be the first original duo, and then, it didn't work out. Jared Goff got traded, and Carson Wentz just fell off the mat. But they was the first initial, like, oh man, this is about to be that rivalry that Tom Brady
picked. 1 and 2 pick. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. And Carson Wentz, he trying to make it back. He came in the Rams game the week before, made a couple passes and shit like that. But man, the one thing is like a love and hate relationship is CJ Gardner-Johnson winning, because him winning, he talking shit like we didn't like him in Philly. he going out saying like, man, I seen all the tweets and stuff like that. It's like, nigga, we wanted you to stay in Philly. We didn't want you to leave. Right. We didn't know what was going on. We wanted you way more than Bradbury.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? We was like, man, why isn't CJ getting re-signed? And then when he went to Detroit, it was like, damn, wish you well. But I guess he's seen all the hate comments. He think that Philly hates him. But
Philly wish they had him.
Facts.
We wish we had him.
Facts, bro. I think that our defense is like not to keep talking about Philly, but our defense is like every time we got a good safety, that's when our defense is strong. You go back to the Malcolm Jenkins, to the Brian Dawkins. When we got a good safety in there, our defense be hooping. We don't got no safeties, that shit just be trash. I don't know what it is.
Fucking having a leader out there vocal is putting their body on the line. Every person you just named, they out there leading by example. They just not talking the talk, they walking the walk. They throwing their body on the line.
Facts. I thought CJ was going to be the next Malcolm Jenkins, because he came from that tree. He came from New Orleans just like Malcolm Jenkins did. And then we made the trade for him. I was like, okay, we replaced Malcolm Jenkins. We got a, leader in there. And then Howie just dropped the ball. But what else we got?
Green Bay did it. They did a hell of a job. They just couldn't finish it. Oh God.
Just couldn't finish, man. I was rooting for him too, man, because fuck San Francisco. But I was rooting for him too. I'm like, man, Jordan Love, he hooping, and I still thought he was going to come back on that last drive and lead him to the field goal. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking about throwing that pass across his body to nobody but the defender. And I'm like, bro, what is you doing, bro? Like, what's going on? Why would you do that with the game on the line? That's why I be thinking sometimes it rigged, because you made great decisions the whole entire game. Then it's like money on the line. You know what? I'm gonna just throw this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like on some Brett Favre shit.
Yeah, but even like Brock Purdy, he was not looking good. He had a lot of missed passes that was lucky that wasn't intercepted. It was a few passes on the last drive that should have been intercepted, but like the defender like kind of lost track of the ball. So like Brock Purdy looked like I expected. I mean, they did have a great winning drive, but I don't think that was on him. That was more CMC than him.
Yeah, CMC was hooping.
Honestly,
Do you think all the Brock Purdy hate is warranted?
what you mean? Like
Like a
that?
lot of people, the
I,
thing
I
is
don't.
with Brock Purdy is when the San Francisco 49ers win, they say, oh, it's because it's weapons. It's not
Mhm.
because of him. When they lose, they say it's because of him.
I
So it's like, which is it?
it go game to game in that situation. Like there's a lot of times where I don't think it's Brock Purdy carrying him. I think is the people around him carrying him. Like I kind of agree with that. A lot of people give like Brock Purdy like he really looked shaky to me. Like I didn't see no confidence in his eyes. Like usually he been confident, even though I mean he just dumped it. Like I seen a meme that's like Green Bay was this close from us not watching them like do 30 dump offs in the Super Bowl. But yeah, like
Facts.
most of the I mean he get like one or two good passes downfield down the middle to Kittle, but a lot of times he got a lot of playmakers on his team and that kind of like that game right there, I didn't really see the confidence in his eyes. I seen him like miss like wide open people bad, and I'm just like that's the Brock Purdy I expected to see.
Facts. Do you think that like some people compare him to Tom Brady? Not saying he's as good as Tom Brady, but Tom Brady was that type of game manager when he first came in. Remember, Tom Brady was winning games 9-3 when he first
Yeah.
came into the league, and then he went on to win a Super Bowl, and that's when his confidence straight went to the next level. Do you think if he won a Super Bowl that he could trend towards elite, being elite?
I mean, I seen him with confidence like throughout the season. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like
Hmm.
I haven't never seen him confident out there doing the ice in the veins. Like I seen him out there doing that. It just was he just basically doing his well, it's hard to explain it because like him doing
Right.
his job sound like he's doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? He basically doing what he's supposed to do, but it's not like like a Patrick Mahomes when like you just know Patrick Mahomes gonna make the play more than the receiver. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
I just think
Facts.
he
Facts.
I just think he in a perfect situation where it's like working out for everybody on that team. You know what I mean? And it's perfect for them. And it
I,
shit, they got a great chance to win the Super Bowl. I'm not trying to take nothing away
definitely.
from like people try to think I'm hating on Brock Purdy when I say this stuff. It's just like I kind of would love to play against Brock Purdy more than I would like somebody else. Like as a corner, I'm like, yo, I know he's not gonna throw this pass. Like I would sit on shit. I know he's not gonna make that pass, and I don't
Right.
want people to take that wrong.
I think that he can become elite because most of the time when quarterbacks don't come straight out of college and be elite, they usually have that surrounding cast with them to, to help them work out the kinks. I see it happen with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was a game manager before he turned into an elite quarterback when he had Marshawn Lynch and Doug Baldwin and Percy Harvin and that defense and stuff like that. It was a very similar situation to Russell Wilson.
Mhm.
And Russell Wilson ended up being a really good quarterback. I think that Brock Purdy can become an elite quarterback, not just because of himself and his talents, but because he got good coaching, he got a good GM. They always going to keep talent around him. They always going to draft around him. So we may not even see Brock Purdy have to carry a team for the next 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Like, so this may just be, we just going to be seeing this 49ers win and have to keep trying to hate on Brock Purdy that he's not that good because he going to have the talent around him. They always going to make plays. That's why they went and got Christian McCaffrey. They drafted Brandon Ayuk. They traded for Trent Williams. They drafted George Kittle. They got drafted Debo Samuel. As soon as they lose one of them pieces, I'm pretty confident John Lynch is going to replace it. And then we're going to be like, oh, this is talent again. Up is talent again. But what happens when he get a Super Bowl? What happens when he get 2 Super Bowls?
You
It's
you
like,
kind of
can you say that?
you kind of see what happened when Debo get out the game. Like they lost every game that Debo didn't play. He got hurt this game right here. It was a struggle.
Mhm.
You can see
Facts.
how big of a difference is when Debo's in the game and when he's not in the game. Like,
Facts.
and
But
that's just one of them pieces.
facts. However, my rebuttal to that is what quarterback that's elite don't have weapons, in my opinion. when you think about Josh Allen ain't really take it to the next level until he got Stephon Diggs. He was turnover machine. Then he got Stephon
He
Diggs. He
still
took it to
is.
the next level. He
Nothing
still is,
changed.
but he make plays though. he
He
make
led the league in
plays.
turnovers again. Nothing changed.
That's my modern day Brett Favre. Him right there. That's my modern day Brett Favre. But when Patrick Mahomes jumped
No,
onto the scene,
Brett Favre won.
Brock Purdy might win this year. He got a good chance. What happens with Brett
I just
Favre?
said Josh. I just said Josh
Oh,
Allen. Lamar Davis.
Josh Allen.
Josh ain't winning. This is his
Yeah,
best. This
true.
is his best chance. They ain't. If he could win at home and shit from a like, that's over for them.
You
It's
think
100%
so?
done. Yes. Yes. Where did they go from here? I don't think Diggs want to stay there. Where do they go from here? You keep being
I
a
think they
contender.
got. I think they gotta make a play for a running back or a
They
tight
did
end.
that, and then, like they had Cook, and Cook was balling this year, man. That was their thing last year. Like they can't run the ball when it come down to it. This year they was able to run the ball when it came down to it, but they still came up short, man. I just think it's over for them. I think they
Maybe
run this,
they need some luck. They need Patrick Mahomes to get hurt for like 3 weeks.
and
But Patrick Mahomes,
then Joe Burrow. You still got Joe Burrow. You still got
you still
Lamar
do got Joe
Jackson.
Burrow.
Like
Facts. That is true. Damn, I ain't think about it like that.
you still got Miami in that same division. Like
I think they can beat Miami. I don't think Miami's ever gonna be better than them. I don't believe
yeah.
in
I
two at
mean,
all. I don't believe in two at all. But
they just got some competition out there. I just think
that's a
they
good.
had their chance.
They definitely had their chance. They had both chances. The one that game in Kansas City, they could have came out and won that one. Couldn't get a stop with what 20 something seconds left with Patrick Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
and then this past weekend. So man, it's looking bleak. Man, it's looking bleak for Josh Allen.
That kick was way off. It was like nowhere near going in.
Yo,
It ain't even like
I don't get it.
it didn't even hit the uprights. That shit was like all the way
Like
off.
just way. Go in the room with Jordan. Little man's. He needs time to shine, man. But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Hopefully they can bounce back and try to get it together, man. But like you said, they got Lamar Jackson in that division. Joe Burrow's coming back in the division, so it's gonna be tough. Josh Allen, I like Josh Allen, but it's gonna be tough, man. Who was we talking about?
Man, if Josh Allen was black, they would be like criticizing the hell out of him. He might not even have a job. He keep leading the league in turnovers. He not winning playoff games. If he was black, he probably wouldn't even have a job. Honestly,
I,
they would have moved on by now. Like, nope, you're not
I,
getting it done. We out of here.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Black
You see,
quarterbacks definitely get a short leash.
I remember when Lamar Jackson lost their first game, they was like, he did not deserve that money. All this stuff they were saying, and now he about to be MVP. All they did was lose one game that game when like 5 people had drops, and I remember the whole week they kept saying like Lamar's not worth all that money they pay him. They wasting their time. Now he about to
Now
be
they saying why
MVP.
ain't nobody trade for him when he was available. They going scrutinize black quarterbacks. There, they don't want to see us on top. But they can't stop this shit, man. We just like that. It's nothing they could do. And he got to get this Super Bowl this year. One person, if you say this, you think Josh Allen this was his year. I think Lamar Jackson this is his year.
Yeah,
He got
this
all the
man.
pieces. He got the defense. Got the coaching.
They gotta go
He got
through.
enough weapons.
They gotta go through there. Like they
Facts.
gotta.
If it's any time to beat Mahomes, this is the time.
Right, they
This is
definitely the better
definitely
team.
time.
Oh, they definitely overall better team.
Facts, man. Speaking of that, that's a perfect segue to the Texans losing to the Ravens. Man, how you feel about CJ Stroud's performance in the
I mean,
loss?
that was the same. I kind of said this before the game. I was like, I feel like CJ gonna have the same game he did last time in the cold. I think he's comfortable, and not even just him. This is team overall. Last time they played in the cold when they played the Jets, they didn't look like the same team as they did. They played in the dome. You know what I mean? And I felt like I was gonna see that again out there in that loud noise. Man, I love CJ Stroud. I love what he done. But I just didn't think they could stay up with that defense inside that cold and that loud noise inside Baltimore. And it was true.
Facts. And they didn't have the defense to keep up too. And I think it would have been a much better game if they could have slowed down Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson with 4 touchdowns. It's like, all right, man, all right, young boy, you gotta go ahead and sit down right now. You ain't ready for this. It's kind of like it's like they it's not they welcome to the league moment, but it's like they welcome to playoff league moment. All young quarterbacks go through that when they make a run early. I seen it happen to Andrew Luck. I seen it happen to Peyton Manning. The only person I haven't seen it happen to is probably Tom Brady because he was on a different level. But most great quarterbacks, once they win the playoff game and then they get rolling, then it's like, all right, you run into a real team and we're not going for none of that shit. So better luck next year, man. Better luck next year. Hopefully they get some more pieces. They should have kept DeAndre Hopkins. They'd have been nice. Man, we got what other game was it this weekend?
That was all of them.
That was it. Damn, I hate this time of the season.
We said the 49ers Packers. We said the Bucks Lions.
Yep.
The
Chiefs Bills.
Yeah, that's all.
Damn, this is a sad time of the season because now it get less and less, and the next you know it's gonna be one game, and then we into the all season. But I seen some rumors about Frank Wright coming back to Philly. Nick Sirianni brought up Frank Wright in the meeting. How would you feel about Frank Wright coming back to Philly?
I honestly would love that. I was actually hoping for that to happen during the season once he got fired. So I was like, something I was like, man, they might as well get Frank Wright. But I don't know how Frank Wright would feel being under. I think we talked about this before on here. Like I was like, I don't know how Frank Wright would feel being under Sirianni when Sirianni was under him at one point. But I would love that as offensive coordinator, man. Just he don't gotta work the whole ship and just focus on one part. You know what I mean? I like that.
I think we gotta get the offensive coordinator position right more than the defensive coordinator position right. Because I think on the defensive side of the ball, we starting to get long in the tooth. We starting to get up there in age. So, you know, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Bayard, Bradbury, Slay coming off it. Trash. I hate Devo said that, man. That had me tight. And then he actually come out and play trash. Because he played good last year. He played solid. He was a solid corner last year. He wasn't no all pro, but he was solid.
Right. Let me add to that. That's because we had 70 sacks. We was putting that pressure on. So that's hot. That hot corners. Like that hit him a lot. You know what I mean? We getting 70 sacks, the pressure on the ass all day long. Now the pressure ain't there. Now you really gotta play.
You gotta cover, man. But as far as in the defense, I feel like the defense need a full rebuild.
We could have been out. We could have been out there balling that corner with that D line.
I could have played safety. I'd have had about 2 picks.
For real, you would have. They in their face all day long.
Facts.
When a nigga back there comfortable, just staring at you the whole time, and I'm out of here. Give me the ball. It's a different story.
Facts, man. That was that shit. That might have been our fucking chance to win the damn Super Bowl for the next few years. I think that we gotta fully rebuild the defense behind like Jalen Carter the same way we built it behind Fletcher Cox. And like what was that, 2016 when we was rebuilding the defense, stuff like that. I think that's what we gotta do. But offense we still set. So that's why I would rather go with an offensive coordinator like Frank Wright and just be a high scoring team.
I don't know if we're gonna be set, man. Smitty up for his contract, got her up for his contract. You can't pay everybody.
I would pay him and get rid of the whole defense. Just get rid of everybody. Fletcher Cox, Bradbury, Bayard,
Swift up for a contract.
Swift could go. Swift could walk. I think we could draft a running back.
You think you could draft one?
I think we could draft a running back. Or running backs, you could trade for one. Just I mean, we running back by committee anyway. But I think that we could rotate somebody running back.
I want to get Swift for like a deal. That's what I want. Like give him $7 million.
Like another 1 year, prove it.
$5 million for 2 years. I don't know. I don't think he's going to settle for that though.
I think we're gonna get that.
I think somebody else going out like want more. I give him more for that.
Like what the Panthers did with Miles Sanders.
Give him $7 million to not play. Barely play.
Not giving no carries. That's crazy, man. But I think the priority for this year, because you know Howie, he like to wrap up players a year before their contract year. So going into this year, hopefully they can get something done with Smitty and Goddard during the summer, and just get Frank Wright in that jump, be a high scoring team, run up the points and see how far we can go and just draft young. We already been drafting defense with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter and what's the
Kobe
safety?
Dean,
N'Kobe Dean is the safety we drafted who was playing our and just go young on defense.
Nolan Smith. He played D line.
Yeah, I don't know if he all that good though. I mean, it was his rookie year. He didn't get many touches. I mean, many
He was
plays.
nice on special teams. He just a hustler. He'd be out there hustling.
Facts. He remind me of Hassan Reddick, but he just needs some more polishing, man. Maybe he can replace Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham talking about he trying to come back for another year. So I don't know, man. Let's get into this gossip, man. CeeDee Lamb talk shit about Dak Prescott.
CeeDee Lamb did?
CeeDee Lamb mom.
CeeDee
Lamb's mom. CeeDee Lamb's mom talks shit about Dak Prescott. She says Dak Prescott isn't it. That's her quoted Facebook post. She posted, old people, they post on Facebook.
When did she say that?
She said this after the loss.
Oh shit.
Yeah, after the loss, she said Dak isn't it. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Do you think that's coming from CD or that's just my mom being a mom? Because we all had when you play sports, you have your parents that be at the games and shit like that. Like, man, what the hell is you doing, coach? And you be like, Mom, chill. Like, I got it, whatever it gets to be. So, do you think it's coming from CeeDee Lamb, or do you think it's just?
No, I think it's coming from mom being mom, man. I don't know. I think CeeDee Lamb like it. I think CeeDee Lamb like getting 12 catches a game, 100 yards.
That's what I said.
He trying to run up the numbers to get paid. I think a lot of players. We talked about this before, but I think a lot of players of course they care about winning because it come with more shit comfort. But I think a lot of times these people would take a check over a win any day. And I think he might run up them numbers, be like, listen, I got this many yards, I got this many catches. I need to get paid.
Facts, and you going to get paid playing with Dak because you probably not going to get them targets if you play with somebody else.
Right.
Because Dak is going to force you the ball. Sometimes it's good to play with quarterbacks like that that's going to force you the ball instead of being an actual elite quarterback and spreading it around. You need Dak, man. Mom's tripping, man.
Now, if Dak he wasn't getting, if he had like Stephon Diggs numbers, I would think he would say that. If he had 3 catches for 21 yards, I think be pissed off. But you know what I mean? He got force fed the ball.
I heard that Stephon Diggs trying to force his way up out of Buffalo and get to Dallas, man. You think that's a possibility? I don't think so. They ain't gonna pay him.
He probably won't, if that would happen, he definitely would take a pay cut because they gotta pay niggas. Like Cowboys, they gotta pay Parsons, they gotta pay CeeDee Lamb, they gotta renegotiate with Dak because everybody else getting paid. So they gotta choose. Just like that time they had to choose between Amari Cooper, Dak, and Zeke. It's that same time of year again. That same time.
That was a catastrophic mistake. If they had Amari Cooper right now, they might still be in the run. They might still be in the hunt. I ain't get that. I get you want to let your young receiver start, but Amari Cooper is that deal. But
they can't afford it. They can't afford Zeke, Dak, and Murray. They choose. That's what I'm saying about the Eagles right now. They can't. You can't pay Smitty, Goddard, and Swift. Somebody got to go.
You could pay 2. I say Swift gotta go because what you going unless you draft a tight end. I know it's a top. I forgot his name, but it's a top tight end coming out this year draft. Unless you draft a tight end, but usually we draft a successor when we not plan on extending somebody. When you don't plan on extending somebody, then we draft the next person in line. We haven't drafted nobody at tight end. It's the same way when we draft.
I don't know how his name start with a C, but I don't know how I say it.
Yeah, he not nothing, man. He ain't gonna work, man.
Like cafeteria or some shit like that. They just drafted.
Calcateria or something like that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but I think that we've been underutilizing Goddard anyway too. Goddard should be in the conversation with top 3 tight ends in the league. He's a beast. We just don't be giving the ball. I mean, I get we got AJ and Smitty and we got a lot of weapons, but we be underutilizing them too. But yeah, man, mom's tripping, man. Mom's need to go sit down somewhere, man. We got.
I mean, you seen Dak brother was saying something too.
I seen that. Do you know what he said?
He said if he wish he could tell Dak play for another team because he basically tired of Cowboys and they fans. But he know Dak love Cowboys too much. He'll basically if it's up to him, he'll never leave. So he's like,
He's famous.
I wish I could convince him to leave. Got dollars. He like telling them motherfuckers burn his jersey and shit at the games.
Man, the fam need to sit down somewhere. Y'all gonna mess up money, man. Y'all need to sit down. If that go anywhere else, his next step is gonna be retirement. He's gonna follow the Donovan McNabb tree, like when Donovan went to Washington. It's gonna be over with. Nobody's gonna treat him like Dallas is treating him. Nobody's gonna try to help build around him like Dallas is helping build around it. But brother need to go sit down somewhere, man.
Is he gonna retire? Is he gonna retire? What you call him? A Cowboy?
A Cowboy. I can see it. Romo retired a Cowboy. Even if he got
ran out. He got ran out. He didn't get a spot back. He didn't get a spot back yet.
If that wasn't there, he would have still be playing. He would have not took right now, but he would have kept his job. They not drafting nobody because they're not picking in the top of the draft. They're not going to trade up in the draft, and they're not going to trade for a quarterback.
And they not going. So, they ain't gonna put Trey Lance in. Why they trade for Trey Lance?
I don't know. I think Trey Lance is buns.
Wasn't it like a 3rd round pick? They traded him for?
Yep, it was a 3rd round pick. They traded for Trey Lance. I think Trey Lance is buns. I don't know what's going on. I never thought he was that good to begin with.
Right.
I mean, we talk shit about Purdy, and Purdy took his job.
Mm-hmm. I definitely take Purdy over him.
Yeah,
I'll take Purdy over him.
I ain't trusting Trey Lance, man. I ain't trusting Trey Lance. I forgot he was even on the Dallas Cowboys. Man, but we got he's not the 3rd string, is he?
Yes, he is.
Yo, that's crazy. He out of there.
Cooper Rush second string.
Oh yeah, he out of there. That's crazy. Damn.
No, like why they waste the 3rd round pick with a 3rd string quarterback?
They probably thought he was gooder than what he is. And then when he got into the practice, they like, this nigga buns.
Cooper Rush get out there. Cooper Rush. When they was up big, they would put Cooper Rush in the game and not put Trey Lance in the game.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up, man. Listen, we got RG3 versus Jay Gruden. Have you seen what's been going on Twitter?
Yeah.
With so this happened. I seen this when it happened too. This happened versus the Eagles on an Eagles versus Bucks game.
Mm-hmm.
When we were getting down and Jalen was struggling, Jay Gruden tweeted out. He said, "If I ever put a QB through what Philly is putting Jalen through, I apologize. Period. Pick up the blitz! Exclamation point." RG3 responds with a raising his hand. So he basically saying, like, nigga, you did this shit to me.
Right. Ended my career.
Right. You ended my motherfucking career. You did the exact same shit to me. So they go back and forth for the past couple of days. And then RG3 makes a response video. And then Jay Gruden responds, "You weren't good enough, period. Kurt was better, period. Cleveland didn't want you, period. Baltimore didn't either. Quit blaming me." How do you feel about that? That's fucked up, man.
You got hit where it hurt, man.
That's messed up, man. That's fucked up, man.
You got hit, and then after that, he said, "I'm not going back and forth no more," right?
Yeah. He said, "I'm not going back and forth." Man, that definitely did hurt, man. He sent them to the broadcast studio, man. That's crazy. But the whole time, the Kurt was better. But Jay Gruden had a lot to play in RG3 career, man.
Yeah, they definitely rushed him back too.
Facts, man. They rushed him back. They ran him too much. They didn't protect him. When you a young quarterback, of course you're gonna try to make every play because you're young. You don't know no better. You don't know how to. You don't know how to just get down when it's time to get down. Sometimes you gotta protect players from themselves in all sports. Jay Gruden didn't do that. So him tweeting that, it's the reason why Jay Gruden lost his job. Because motherfucker, you ain't know what you was doing. And then you want to try to blame the shit on RG3. Talking about, man, I ain't do that to you. Yes, you did, motherfucker.
I mean,
motherfucker put me out there.
It was a good thing for us because they was like, he came out on fire.
Came out on fire. I was worried. I'm like, damn, we got to deal with this motherfucker. And who we had at quarterback? We ain't had nobody at quarterback, did we? Was that the
probably Stan Bradford or some shit?
Stan Bradford, yeah, that was the Stan Bradford era and shit, man. if RG3 would have turned out like Lamar Jackson, we'll probably still be getting cooked by them niggas, man. For real. To this day, we have problems with him, man, because he was definitely very similar to Lamar Jackson, Colin Kaepernick, that whole type of
That
style,
was
man. But,
him and Luck was supposed to be that they was number 1 and number 2 pick.
yep,
Luck was
yep,
balling his which I'm gonna say freshman year. He's balling his rookie year.
yep. Luck was a beast, man. Luck, he just retired early. He said, "You know what? I got paid, man. Fuck this shit."
He was getting fucked up too. All them injuries he was getting.
He was. The crazy thing about it, he wasn't even hurt when he said he done. He was on the sideline. I'm watching a game, the preseason game. They like, Andrew Luck announces his retirement. He's still on the sideline like this, like, man, I ain't going back out there. Fuck this shit. He watching niggas get hit. Like, man, fuck that. I'm not going back out there. I'm done, y'all. That's crazy.
They gonna announce that shit there. They getting booed and all that. He ain't want that
Right,
shit
got
to leak.
booed and everything. That's crazy. So you played football. So was it ever a time, like towards the end of your career, where you was like, you know what, man, I'm done with this shit. It's over with.
Nah, actually, like my first injury ever when I was a freshman. I first went to college and I tore my ACL, and I'm just like, I don't just want to be a student, dog. I don't even want to play football no more. Just that whole recovery, got to learn how to walk again and all that shit. I was just like, I'm not about to come back, but I'm glad my mom made me do it because like playing college football was the best time of my life. I loved it.
Facts.
But
So
yeah, I definitely wanted to quit like fresh out of high school, tearing my ACL before I even played the snap, and I was just like, F it. That's how I was feeling.
Yeah, so I think that plays a part too. Like, man, when you, especially back when we was playing, it's like people didn't come back from ACLs or torn ligaments or torn Achilles and stuff like that. So when you got hurt or you going through that pain and you going through recovery, you like, even if I do come back, I'm gonna be the same player. It's a bunch of doubts. Like I seen some tweet the other day where it's Max Crosby, he was getting surgery. He posted a picture of him on a surgery bed. And somebody was like, man, we really don't know what football players be going through during the season because it seemed like everybody's getting surgery when it's over. Yeah. When their season is done, everybody's getting surgery on their knee. They're going to get surgery on their ankles, their elbows, their shoulders. And they'd be like, damn, y'all played through this the whole majority of the season? They'd be like, yeah, mostly everybody's hurt. It's a game of nutrition. It's a game of who can stay the most healthy towards the end. And I was just like, man, that's crazy. I never played football, but it's not like that for basketball. Basketball, you may have a sore knee or something, but that's about it. I couldn't imagine playing football and it's like, man, my fucking hip is killing me. Let me go get this shot. All right, now I'm back out there. Then after the game, it's back swole, and I'm in here rehabbing in my room. I'm like, man, it's a crazy game. I think NFL players should get paid more, but shit, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know Travis Kelce got like 20 surgeries. He get like multiple surgeries every off season, and people don't know that shit. Like,
facts. He said that. He said, man,
his body.
He said he's starting to get up there, man. When you start contemplating whether he should keep playing stuff like that. When you see them playing good, it's the same thing I said about Kelce. It's like his brother. When you see him playing good, you think they good, you think they straight, but you don't know what it took for them throughout the week just to get on the field, yet alone play at a high level. Playing at a high level is like about will and stuff like that. But just to get on the field, man, you don't know, man. I was getting these shots in my ass and all type of shit just to get out here and stuff like that, man. Y'all don't know. I be watching them sniff them little packets on the sideline. I used to see Zeke doing that shit. I'm like, man, what is he doing? He just sniffing shit, going in the tent. You see him going in the tent. They hit the needle. All right, get back out there. It's like, man, god damn.
You see McCaffrey on the sideline. I know people was making jokes of that shit, but he's sitting on the sideline, boom, shots and shit on his leg, trying to wake up his quad and shit.
Yep. Yeah, I seen it. I seen the one jump. It was a crazy pause moment. The boy had his pants down for the Giants. It's like, yo. It's like, yo, what's going on the sideline? I ain't never seen no shit like that in the NBA, period. I'm like, no, I'm cool. I'm glad I ain't play football. That's what you got to do to get out there.
Wake that ass up.
I said, yo, this is like, it's literally like Gladiators, man. You remember the Gladiators movie? That's what it's like. It's like 12 on 12, 11 on 11 and Gladiators, man. I'm like, god damn, what is y'all doing on the sideline? They always pan the camera over there like, damn, look what he doing. Shit.
Toledo.
It's like, yo, how this nigga cheeks out on TV? Turn to the other angle, man. Or go in a tent or something. That
That's
shit be
hilarious.
wild, man. That shit wild, man. NFC predictions, NFC championship or championship weekend predictions. Who you got?
Man, you know I want Lions, but it's gonna be 49ers. I want go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm going with the Lions. Damn, we always pick the opposite picks. I'm going with the Lions, man. I'm going with Jared Goff, man. I'm going with Jared Goff making a run back to the Super Bowl. He already been to the Super Bowl before. That's something that Purdy don't got experience. I like their head coach. Their head coach believe in him. He got them dudes ready to run through a wall. CJ Gardner-Johnson is going to be the difference maker because he already got a vendetta with Debo. They had a
Right.
little back and forth on Twitter that I peeped. So they already got a vendetta.
And they say Debo, you know he got hurt, but they say he is playing.
Yeah, I hope he playing. I hope motherfucking CJ knocked the shit out of his ass when he come across the middle. I hope that happens. Shout out
I forgot
to CJ.
I forgot all about their little beef. Come on, nigga, you not a wide receiver, you a running back.
Right. Yo. And I thought where it started from? It started from him calling Debo a sucker. He was like, man, you a sucker. Like you hide behind Trip Williams and shit. And that's how it started. But I'm excited to see that. But I got Detroit, man. I got Detroit. That pass rusher. Is he a rookie agent? Hutchinson?
That's his second year.
The
He was a
second
rookie
year?
last
Yeah.
year, yeah.
He been balling. I've been hitting on him every time. I bet the past 3 weeks with him getting a sack and hit every last round. So he been balling. CJ Gardner-Johnson been balling. Jamar Gibbs been hooping. I'm going with Jared Goff, man. I know San Francisco got a better unit, but they didn't stand out against Green Bay. They should have lost that game.
If Brock Purdy played like he did last week, I got Lions. If he played the same as he did last week, if he don't step up at all, because he missed a lot of throws where it was drop interceptions and right there off their hands, I'm like, that could have ended the game, honestly.
Facts.
But
and CJ not gonna drop.
That was lucky.
I got CJ getting a pick, man. I got him getting a pick and Lions getting a dub. I'm gonna say 27-20.
But another thing, golf. I feel like the same thing with CJ. Golf be comfortable in inside. Once he get outside, it's a whole different golf. We
outside
see that.
The pocket?
No, I'm talking outside, outdoors. Like they play in the dome and shit.
On the road.
When he played for the Rams, every time they play in the dome, he do good. When they play outside, he ain't the same golf. Same thing. I mean, look at when they played that. Like when he played the Bears outside, he threw 3 interceptions. He played Green Bay outside, ain't not the same when they outside.
I feel you. I don't got golf taking over the game. I got him managing it and not fucking it up. I got David Montgomery hooping. I got them keeping the game close. Maybe they get a punt return or a kick return for a touchdown or get them in good field position to where look they only got 30 yards to score. I see them beating them in all 3 phases. I don't see golf like just turning up, but I do see them beating them. But who you got in the AFC? Damn, Baltimore, man. Kansas City. That's gonna be that got to be a good game. I do not want that to be a blowout.
Honestly, it's gonna be Ravens. I kind of want to see Ravens win the Super Bowl, but then I wouldn't be mad if they did lose. I wouldn't be like upset as I was when the 49ers just won.
I'm going Baltimore. I'm gonna keep riding with Lamar Jackson pause, but I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick Mahomes went on a roll. He do stuff like that. If Roquan Smith can slow down Travis Kelce, it's a wrap. Personally, because they got Roquan Smith, they got Kyle Hamilton who been hooping, Marlon Humphrey who been hooping. Have you seen his podcast, Marlon Humphrey?
No, is he playing this week? He ain't played last week.
I don't know. I gotta check. I hope he do play. That's a big difference. The nigga been potting like crazy. That's why I'm thinking he gonna play and shit. Motherfucker dropping podcast episodes all crazy. Motherfucker about to give up football. You see a lot of players starting to turn into media personalities and shit. Like, man, fuck this football. If I could get a $50 million deal for a media tip, man, fuck that. Motherfucking, he did an episode with Odell Beckham. He just dropped last week. But I got Baltimore. I got Baltimore, man. I'm hopefully Lamar can
Is
get
that
it all the way.
is that the podcast where he said he got robbed and Drake? Well, somebody broke into Drake's house. Odell Beckham.
I'm not sure.
I
I
just
didn't
heard
finish
a
the whole episode.
I just heard a clip where Odell Beckham said he was inside Drake's house and somebody broke in while he was in there and they wanted to take a selfie with him and shit. They climbed through like hitting hills, like they ain't had no shoes on. They came in the house with money and shit. Like, oh shit, Odell, take a picture with us. But like Odell's like he was like stayed calm and shit and made sure he got them out. As soon as he got them out, he called security and shit. But shit could have went down.
Right.
It was just some fans trying to take some pictures.
Back.
Like he was on some cool shit. He said he dapped him up and all that. I think that was from that podcast.
Did they take anything? Did they say take anything? I want to watch it.
No, they basically was there off of some fan shit, not no
The fan
robbing
shit.
shit. Yeah. So Odell like dapped them up, took selfies with them and shit, and escort like walked them out. But you know, anything could have went down for real, for real. Just like it turned
Facts.
out that's how it went down. He said them
That's
niggas like
crazy.
climbed through up the mountains, up the fucking side. They came in all dirty with no shoes on.
That's like the third time I heard a story like that. Like a lot of fans be doing it. Like they found out where celebrities live, and that happened to DDG. You know that rapper DDG? Is that
Yeah.
his name? That happened to him, and I think he was like live streaming when it happened, and it was just like you just look behind him, and it was like somebody just walking up to him and shit like that in his crib. He's like, "Man, what the fuck is you doing here and shit?" And it's like motherfuckers just broke in his crib just to see him. Like, I just want to say what's up with you and shit.
Magic getting shot for trying to take a selfie. Breaking
Man,
into
that's
my
crazy.
crib.
I seen that happen to a YouTuber. A YouTuber got shot in the mall walking up.
Yeah.
He was trying to ask somebody some questions or something like
Yeah,
that.
I
It
seen
can
that
happen,
shit.
man. I ain't doing it. I ain't coming close to that shit in Texas. It ain't no, it's open carry out here. I'm not coming close to that shit. It's not that deep.
All right.
I might do it if somebody paid me some money. If somebody said, "Yo, I got an M for you," I might do it.
You got shot for that M? Like, yeah, shit.
Shoot me in my leg, man. Shoot me in my leg. I'll be all right, man. But you said you ain't picked. You said you got Kansas City or Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore too.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta say our picks, man. Our picks for the sports betting shit each week. I meant to post my shit last week, but I was too wrapped up in the game, man. I'm gonna post them. I'm gonna post them Saturday. Make a video. Post them Saturday. Try and win some people some money, man.
Facts.
But anything else? You try what?
If y'all in Philly area, Jersey, Delaware, make sure y'all slide down to the tattoo convention. Is at the Philadelphia Convention Center. Come meet some tattoo artists. Come learn some game. Meet all the other people that's going to be there, having fun. It's family, so you could bring everybody. You ain't just gotta bring yourself.
Bring everybody, man. They got the dopest tattoo artists out there. Man, get y'all a tattoo, man. Bring some money. Come spend some money. Buy all the merch. Buy all the tattoos, man. We know it's tax time. We know y'all got the money. So just come out and speed it. Y'all been procrastinating on that tattoo for the past 3-4 years. I know I've been procrastinating since I was in school to finish up my tattoos. So come out there, get y'all tattoos done. Holla at 23 Vine, 23 Drees while y'all out there, man. We out. Peace.